Hi everybody! I decided to do a yoga video inside today because it is so cold outside. It makes my muscles tense up and makes me all grr when I go outside right now. So yoga inside barefoot with short sleeves on sounds a lot better. This is Pahui here. She's got her toy and made herself at home on my yoga mat prior to me starting this. But I'll go ahead and encourage her to go elsewhere and then we'll get started. So, all right, I just want a couple of quick reminders. So at any time today, if anything hurts, don't do it. If you have a hard floor, you're trying to work on a hard floor, definitely get some extra cushions for your knees. If you have a dog who's restless, let them walk back and forth freely because they will, no matter whether you want them to or not. So we'll get started. Today's yoga practice is about 40 minutes long, and I'm going to start with this quote. Just given the cold outside and also the situation of being stuck indoors a lot lately. The quote is by Viktor Frankl, and it says, "When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves." So I definitely know my limitations sometimes, but I do know that I am in control of what I think and what I do. And as a mental health professional, I definitely need to keep inspiration, I keep inspired and also keep moving to just keep my head on straight. So I hope that, through this practice today that you can get a little comfort and also a good stretch. And I enjoy making these videos. All right, we're going to start in a seated position, so cross your legs, however is comfortable for you. And today we're going to focus a little bit on stretching not only our lower back, but also gaining a little strength in our abs. And I've noticed from sitting a lot, sometimes those two areas are my problem areas. So let's go ahead and start. Hands softly resting on each knee, and then we're going to just do a circle around. So bringing your torso forward, to the side, to the back, to the side, as slow or as fast as you want. And also being mindful of your breath. So maybe inhaling forward, exhaling back. And then when you reach forward, let's go ahead and go the opposite way. Back, forward. Inhaling and exhaling, once again, being mindful of your breath. All right, and go ahead and press both of your palms into the mat on either side of you. Your palms can be, fingers can be pointing back towards the back of your mat here. And we're going to go ahead and just lean our right ear towards our right shoulder. Not sure how it appears on your screen, but right ear to right shoulder. Really pressing those palms into the mat, getting that long stretch down the side as well as in your neck. Go ahead and take your chin forward and to the opposite direction. So on the left side, go ahead and left ear to left shoulder. And chin going down. Lift your arms here, and let's go ahead and press our palms out almost like they're pressing on a box or pressing on the walls on either side of us. And once again, right ear to right shoulder. Take a full breath. Go ahead and circle down and forward, and left ear to the left shoulder. And then once again, circle forward. This time, lifting your right arm, dropping your left arm, and resting so that your fingertips are possibly touching each other in the back, or maybe just the top of your top hand is resting on your lower neck, and the back of your lower hand is resting on your spine. So we're going to lean our head over towards the right, into that arm, almost like we're taking a nice nap for a second, but not quite. And inhale, windmill arms the opposite way. And we're going to go ahead and rest that left ear into that left arm. take that brief nap. This one over here is good at snoring, so we might have sound effects soon. And go ahead and arms reach out wide. Let's reach those fingertips up tall towards the ceiling, and we're going to drop the right arm, press it into the mat on the right side, and then reach over with the left hand. Let's go ahead and walk that right arm out just a little bit, maybe even setting that forearm on the ground. Be sure to keep contact with both hip bones into your mat. Once again, really stretching down the side, the lower back, and spiral that pinky finger towards the ground. Always, always, if you have the flexibility, you can go a little further, or if you need a block, you can always put a block here and stretch it that way. My block is in the other room, so I'll go ahead and wait to show you the block in a little bit. Reach up with both fingers, inhale, exhale, and stretch over to the left. Once again, walking that hand out and reaching over as far as you can towards the left. Spiral that pinky finger down, draw that shoulder back. You can even lift the gaze up and stare at those fingers, or just stare at a cute thing that's laying in front of you, being very calm. Inhale, reach both fingers towards the ceiling. We're going to drop our left hand to our right knee. Right hand goes and presses down on the floor or the mat behind us. Inhale, drawing the top of your head up towards the ceiling. Draw that gaze over the right shoulder. Inhale, once again, drawing the top of your head up, and exhale, maybe looking just a little bit further, twisting with your lower spine, not just your neck. Inhale, raising both hands towards the ceiling and dropping the right hand on the left knee. Left hand grounds down behind you and draw your gaze over that left shoulder. Once again, think about drawing the top of your head up towards the ceiling and looking behind you. One more breath here. And we're going to switch to a tabletop position. So go ahead and find a comfortable position. I'll go ahead and face this way so I can look at this fur beast. So wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. And we're going to start with this tabletop position. Take an inhale here. Exhale, really push all the fingertips into the mat. Push the top of your feet into the mat behind you. On your next inhale, on your next exhale, go ahead and press up with those knees. Really bringing in the core work, so working those abs by engaging the lower abs so you can stay up and stay lifted here in this position, and then lower the knees. Go ahead and send those hips back towards the heels. Come up once again towards your tabletop position. Inhale here and exhale, lift those knees. Press through all those finger pads. Press through the tops of the feet in the back. You can hear my voice getting shaky. This isn't a piece of cake for me, so I'm working it too. And exhale, lower it down. Let's go ahead and come down to our forearms here for a second. Press the palms into the mat. We're going to send the hips up and back into a puppy pose. You do this one. All right, puppy pose for a second. And go ahead and come back to pressing your hands into the mat. And we're going to do a couple of cat and cows. Okay, you ready? All right, so inhale, we're looking up at the ceiling, dropping our abs towards the mat, lifting our hips, bringing a slight curve into our back, and exhale, cat pose. So chin into chest, really pressing through all those finger pads once again, or all those fingerprints. Inhale, draw those shoulder blades together, look up. Exhale, shoulder blades expand behind you as you draw your chin to your chest and lift your upper back towards the ceiling. So do 3 more of those with your own breath. Inhaling, cow position. Exhaling, cat position. Add any wiggles, circles, crazy movements if you need to just warm things up even more. This is your yoga practice. I'm just over here on YouTube guiding you. Inhale, exhale. All right, come back to that tabletop position once again. We're going to do a couple of bird dog poses here and gaining extension through our whole back from our fingertips all the way to the heel of our foot. So we're going to inhale and lift our right hand off the mat. Hold it here, reaching those fingertips forward. On our next inhale, hugging that left knee into our body, and exhale, pushing that left heel out behind us. So seeing if you can get a straight line from your fingertips to your heel, looking down at the mat, drawing the top of your head forward as well. Inhale, lift the heel and the thumb just a little bit further, and exhale, drop it down. Opposite side, so inhale, left hand reaches forward. Inhale, right knee hugs into your body, and exhale, press it back. Once again, finding that straight line. Inhale, drawing the top of the head forward and really feeling that stretch all the way from the heel to your fingertips as you press those opposite finger pads into the mat below you. And your knee and your top of your foot press into the mat on the opposite side. Inhale, thumb and heel go up just a little bit more, and exhale it all down. Let's go ahead and from this tabletop position, once again, we're working on focusing on our strength and our core. So we're going to inhale that right knee underneath us. Exhale, kick it back. Inhale, right knee to right elbow. Exhale, kick it back. Inhale, right knee to right nose. Exhale, kick it back, squeezing those core muscles each time you bring that knee in. Inhale, right knee to right elbow. Exhale, kick that heel back. Inhale, right knee to nose. You only have one nose. Exhale, kick it back. And go ahead and do that 2 more times with your breath. Really pushing that heel back. Focusing on your strength. It's okay if this is hard. One more time. I think one more time. All right. And exhale, drop that knee down. And let's do those same movements on the opposite side. So inhale, hug that right knee in and underneath you. Try to touch the left knee in and underneath you. Try to touch your nose. Kick that heel back. Inhale, left knee to left elbow. Exhale, kick it back. Left knee underneath you to nose. Press that heel back strong, feeling that stretch. Inhale, left knee to left elbow. Exhale, kick it back. One more time with your breath. Nose to knee, knee to elbow. All right, and drop it down. Let's go ahead and take our weight off of our hands, set our hips back down on our heels behind us. Inhale, raising our fingertips to the ceiling. Exhale, drop it forward. Come down to those forearms once again, maybe walking your knees back, coming into that puppy pose once again. Puppy pose. She's unfazed. All right. Inhale, come forward here. We're going to start to come into some low lunges once again, using our core as much as we can to help support us. So first we're going to start with the left knee. So left knee hugs in towards our nose once again, and then step that left foot forward. So right and left hands are still pressing into the mat. Maybe you come up to your fingertips, or maybe you press your whole palm in here. We're going to just rock back and forth. So forward, bending into that left knee really well. Back, pressing those hips back towards the heels. Heel. And then coming into a point where we can lift up to a low lunge. All right, press through that top of the back foot here. Inhale, lift those fingertips up to the ceiling. Raise it up. Inhale here, drop those fingertips forward and all the way around in a big circle. Once again, activating that core, using your strength in your abs to support your lower back, and backwards. All right. Let's go ahead and drop the left hand to the inside of the left knee and raise up the right fingertips towards the ceiling here. Awesome. Maybe dropping that back hand to your lower back, gazing up at the ceiling once again, and dropping both hands inside or to the right of the left foot. From here, we're going to walk that left foot out to the edge of our mat, and we're going to walk our hands forward so that we can come down maybe on our forearms, or if we have a block, come down to our block. Or if you want to just keep staying lifted through your hands here, that's great too. So whatever's comfortable here in this lizard pose. Hug that knee into your body as much as you can. And then coming up through your forearms, we're going to take the left hand, place it on our left knee, and then inhale, pressing that left hand into the left knee, opening up and looking up at the ceiling here. Inhale, come back, and let's go ahead and walk that left foot in. And then we're going to go ahead and walk our hands back as we straighten the front leg. Walk our hands back into a half split position. So half splits can look like a lot of different things. It can look like this. It can look like fingertips into the mat. It can look like holding a block down in front of you for extra support. Whatever is comfortable for you. Inhale, draw those toes back towards your body, trying to keep that front leg straight as possible. Inhale, drawing the top of your head up towards the ceiling. And exhale, walk it forward. Let's take that left foot back into the tabletop position. And I'm going to do just things, okay? All right, next we're gonna hug that right knee in to our nose and then step the right foot forward. So once again, we're gonna just warm it up here. So sending the hips back towards the heel, bending through that front knee, watching my dog go back and forth in front of the camera. We'll go ahead and rock it forward and rock it back. Hi. You want to lay down? All right. Perfect. Right there. Okay. And then coming into a low lunge, let's go ahead and inhale, lift the fingertips up towards the ceiling. And exhale, send those fingertips back this time. And then let's go ahead and go the opposite way. If you're going back or forward, whatever, go the opposite way now. All right. Excellent. Let's send the right hand to the inside of the right foot. And then we're going to lift up the left fingertips to the ceiling here. Inhale here. Dropping that back hand onto your lower back. Drawing the gaze up still. And inhale, both hands go down to the mat. Walk that right leg out towards the edge of your mat. Both hands press into the mat and walk forward at least one handprint. Drop your forearms to the floor here. Hug the right knee into your body. Or once again, use any adaptation to make yourself comfortable. So pressing into the mat here, coming down to your forearms, whatever you choose. Hug that knee into your body. Stretch that back leg. Really bend through that right knee. Inhale, come up to your hands. And we're going to take our right hand and rest it on our right knee. And inhale. Let's go ahead and send that knee out to the side, looking up. Bringing a slight twist in your lower back, while really pressing through the fingerprints of your left hand. Inhale, wiggle that right foot in just a little bit here. Take both hands on either side of the foot, and we're going to send that heel, the hips back down to the heel, while straightening the front leg and walking the hands back. Half splits position. Lift those toes up towards your face. Go ahead and think about drawing the top of your head up towards the ceiling, straightening your spine from your sacrum all the way to the top of your head. And exhale, take it down. All right, let's go ahead and send that knee back by wiggle walking those toes back. Now we're going to inhale here and exhale. Send those hips back down to the heels once again and come into a child's pose position for me. In this child's pose position, go ahead and take a couple of deep breaths here, checking in with your body, your heartbeat, your lungs, reaching those fingertips forward as far as you can, maybe resting your head on the mat or on stacked hands, whatever you choose. All right. Coming back up to a tabletop position. Let's go through a couple of quick flows and then we'll go into some more ab work before we rest at the final Shavasana. So we're going to go through a series of different low lunges and just different poses that help you kind of move quickly through a flow. So from a tabletop position, we'll go slow at first and we'll speed up. So what we're going to do is inhale, draw that right knee into your nose. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, reach it down. Tuck those left toes behind you. Step up and draw the left feet up into your body, into your first forward fold of the day. Inhale here, this time stepping back with the right foot, dropping that knee down. Inhale, reach it up with your fingertips. Exhale, reach it down. Tuck those back toes behind you. Lift the right knee off the mat. Take a breath. And then step it forward with the right foot. Inhale and exhale in this forward fold. And go ahead and step back with the left foot, dropping that left knee down to the ground. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, reach it down. Tuck the toes behind you, lift that knee. Step it forward. Forward fold. Full breath. And step it back with your right foot. Drop the right knee down. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, reach it down. Tuck those toes behind you, lift that back knee, hold for one moment, and step it forward, forward fold. We're going to throw in a couple of planks and also a couple of downward dogs. So inhale here, let's go ahead and lift all the way up to a standing position. Exhale, dive it down, reverse swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, shoulder blades drawing together. Lifting my pens. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step back with that right foot. This time staying lifted into a high lunge. Inhale, reach it up. Pressing through the back of the heel and also pressing through the ball of the front foot. Exhale, forward fold. This time, pressing both hands into your mat, step back into a plank. Hold it here. Adding any wiggles if you have any wiggles in you. Exhale, slowly lower it all down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, tuck those toes and come back to a downward dog. Hop or step up into a forward fold. Inhale, fingertips raised to the ceiling. Exhale, reverse swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Press those palms into the mat. Step back with your left foot this time. Keep lifted. Press that back heel towards the mat. Front knee is bent at a 90-degree angle. Find your balance. Inhale here. Raise it up. Exhale. Fold it down. Press those palms into the mat. Step back into the plank position. Hold it here for 2 breaths. Send those heels back. Lift that head towards the front of your mat. Watch your dog walk in front of the camera. And slowly lower it down. Inhale, once again, cobra or up dog, your choice. Exhale, send it all the way back down to downward dog. Oh well. Step it forward. Or hop forward, whatever you choose. Forward fold. Inhale, reaching it up towards the ceiling. Exhale, arms just come down into your heart. Hi, what you doing? Go ahead and take a moment to check in here. I just did a lot of different movements, and just check in with your heartbeat. Check in with your breath. Being mindful of where you are at in space, how your toes and your heels are pressing into the mat below you, how your fingerprints are pressing into one another, how your chest rises and falls with each breath. Inhale here, send those fingers up towards the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold. Go ahead and walk your hands forward, walk your feet back. Come into a tabletop position. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. We're going to do a couple of more twists and strengthening movements here. So we're going to inhale that right knee into our nose. Exhale, shoot it back. Lifting that back heel up, drawing the top of your head forward. And this time we're going to go ahead and kick out that foot to the side. Inhale, reach it up. We're reaching to the opposite corner. So reaching our fingertips to the top left of our mat and reaching that heel out to the side. Go ahead and bring those hands down. Foot comes in, knee comes in. And then we're going to go ahead and inhale that same knee, right knee into your nose. Exhale, shoot it out to the back. And this time, taking that heel down to the mat at the back. And then coming up into a modified side plank. So side planks definitely are challenging for the abs. We're working up to it. Exhale, hand comes down. Knee comes back down underneath you. And then we're going to try a full side plank if you so choose. So inhale, right knee into your nose. Exhale, right heel out behind you. Go ahead and drop those toes down behind you. We're going to also step back into a full plank here, so lifting our left knee up. And then we're going to stack our feet coming to the side and reach up towards the ceiling into a full plank. Maybe it's easier to hold your hand here, hold your hand up. Maybe you need to drop that knee down for support. Whatever you choose. It's a challenge and just try it. Falling is okay too. And exhale, go ahead and take that hand down to the mat, knee down to the mat. So let's do those on the opposite side. I'm going to switch sides here. So once again, we're going to inhale, knee to nose, left side. Exhale, left heel kicks back out behind you. Inhale, step that left foot out to the side and to the front, out to the side, and then reach your hand up and over, your left hand up and over towards the top right of your mat. So stretching here. Full breaths. Go ahead and drop that hand, bring that knee in. We're going to do a modified side plank. So inhale, left knee to left knee to nose. Exhale, kick it back. We're going to drop the inside of that foot and the heel down to the mat behind your right toes and go ahead and lift up. Hello again. How you doing? All right, lift up with your fingertips. Modified side plank, lifting, 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 opening through the heart, gazing upwards, pushing down through that right hand, and exhale it all down. So left knee is down, left hand is down. And then finally, we're going to try that side plank. So inhale, left knee to nose. Exhale, send those toes back behind you. Bring the right toes up to meet it into a plank. And then we're going to send our hip off to the side, stacking our feet and lifting up through the hand. Once again, use any modifications you can. Activate that core. And come down to the knees once again. All right, let's go ahead and take our feet off to the side of the mat, send our hips back and down. And then we're going to come into a couple of boat pose, and a couple of different poses to stretch all that out, and then go ahead and wrap up our yoga class for today. So, boat pose, once again, activating our abs, using our core strength. Let's go ahead and find a seat here with knees bent in front of us, soles of our feet are on the mat in front of us, and press down with your hands into the mat on either side. We're going to inhale once again, drawing our knees up to our nose. Exhale this time, sending our feet out in front of us. Maybe lifting the fingers off the mat. And resting it all down. All right, let's try that once again. So inhale, reach it up with the hands. Knees to nose. Exhale, find your boat pose here. Maybe scissoring the legs a little for added fun. And coming back up to a seated position. All right, let's take it down. Let's take it to a little twist here while we're at it. So right hand to left knee. Left hand rests behind you. Let's draw our gaze behind the left shoulder. Full breath. Face it forward, left hand to left to right knee, left to right. Right hand resting behind you. Draw that gaze behind you. Inhale, look forward. Let's go ahead and take a cobbler pose or a butterfly pose. So soles of the feet are together, holding it here, drawing the top of the head up towards the ceiling. And exhale, drawing your nose to your feet, knees down towards the ground as much as you can. Maybe taking a little bit further and seeing if you can touch your elbows to your ankles. And maybe taking a little bit further and seeing if you can walk your hands out in front of you. Walk your hands to the front right of the mat. Walk your hands through the middle of the front and to the left. All the time breathing, being aware to keep breathing. Walk back to a bent knee position, soles of your feet on the mat. Scooch forward enough that you can go ahead and rest down on the mat, on your back. We're gonna hug those knees in to our body. Send our knees off to the right side. Hug those knees into your body, using your core, not necessarily pulling with your arms, but using your core, and then sending them off to the left. Oh, I'm gonna crush you. Oh, I didn't mean to crush you. Hello, hello, sweetheart. Inhale, hug those knees into your body. Sorry for the dog. I thought it was a good idea. And exhale, send those feet up towards the ceiling. Okay. Go ahead and grab the back of your thighs. Flex your feet. Point your toes. Do some ankle circles. And then we're gonna just go ahead and drop one of our legs down, maybe bent knee position. So right leg is still facing up. We're gonna go ahead and try to hold as high as you can on that leg. And then draw, once again, drawing that nose to your knee. And exhale, kick it down. Inhale, left leg is straight. Holding onto that leg as much as you can. This is as far as I got today. And then taking your nose in towards that knee. Stretch your body out as long as you can make it. So fingertips reaching up, toes reaching down. Take any other stretches that you need to here. If you need to do any other stretches for your lower back and your body, go ahead and take those here. And then let's come into a Shavasana. So Shavasana is the rest at the end, where you focus on your breathing and just focus on letting all those movements work into your body. So go ahead and walk your shoulders away from your ears, letting any worries and letting any to-do lists melt away for just a few more moments. Letting your shoulders rest down, arms off to your side, palms are facing up. For lower back support, you can keep your knees bent and open to the side, or you can go ahead and straighten out your legs here. Take as many breaths as you need in this position. She can stay in this position for a while. And we'll go ahead and conclude this after 3 more deep breaths. Continue to breathe and just rest if you need that for your body, or come up to a seated position. Sit. So I'm going to say thank you very much for joining me in my basement yoga studio. Pahui thanks you for being here, even though she doesn't know what's going on. I hope you all are well, and I'll see if I can make another video next week. So bye. Take care.